All right, guys. So as I was just saying, I did not open a new week on Moodle. However, I did add a couple more assignments to it because we have like a month break, and I don't want us feeling behind when we get back. And I didn't add anything really big. I thought about it, but I decided not to add big stuff. So yay. So I have added, first off, world religion. Is it good? So I have a question for you guys. What do you think of religion in the world, in general? Religion, good, bad, both?
Both.
Anybody else want to weigh in here? Okay, getting a lot of boths. Yeah. Well, you guys have obviously been paying quite a bit of attention in current events. So good. I'm very proud of you. Who here has ever heard about like how often brown people in general, especially Arabs and especially Muslims, get accused of being terrorists for no reason?
Because some groups like Muslims, like ISIS or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
they're still part of the Muslim religion, but they're a group,
Mm-hmm.
and they do crazy stuff.
Yeah, exactly. There's like some really small extremist groups.
But most Muslims are fine, right?
Well, exactly. Most of them, no problem. You guys are obviously very smart. That you're, well, one, aware that there's a problem, that people are always like persecuting these people, basically. And two, that, yeah, there is violent small groups of Muslims that bomb things and they believe that they're doing it because of their religion. Like, you guys have probably heard the exclamation of Allah Akbar as people are. Okay, now who here thinks that Christians in recent history might have done something bad and said it was because they were Christians or because God wanted them to?
Maybe in extreme cases, because Muslims also do believe a lot of the stuff that we do, so there's very similar stuff.
Yeah, like extreme groups like ISIS and the Taliban for sure have done some bad things, and so have some Christian groups. So who here has ever heard of this group? Or seen pictures of these guys before?
I might have.
Are those Nazis? No.
They are not Nazis.
There's a cross.
KKK.
Yeah.
Clown.
Yeah, you up here? They're the KKK, the Ku Klux Klan. And see
Yeah,
how they're
that's
burning
it.
crosses?
Yeah.
That's because they believe that what they're doing is for God. They believe they're Christians. And they hate Jews. They hate black people. They hate gay people. Like we're talking really, really strong hate here. And they sometimes kill people. And they say that they're doing it for God because God hates these people. Now, do you guys agree with this? Like, do you think that they're being good Christians?
No.
No, I don't.
That's almost as bad as Satanism.
Yeah, it's pretty outrageous. Like, I hear that kind of stuff, and I'm like, whoa, I don't want people thinking Christians are like that. So I'm like, you can imagine now, knowing about this group, how your average Muslim would feel when they hear about somebody blowing up a building or a church, right? Like, just mortified. Yeah, exactly, guys. So, religion. Now, on the positive side, who here can name something awesome that their church has done for like a charity or just to help people?
My Sunday school is giving away toys to people who usually wouldn't get them.
That's all good. Okay, who else?
Food drives.
Yeah, food drives, absolutely. What else?
All the churches in our town are they're making a food drive.
Yeah, especially around Christmas, right? Food and toy drives.
Yeah, food donations.
My church, there was a lady from the church that I go to, and she went around to a whole lot of churches and got a whole lot of donations to put a roof on a school in Haiti.
That's so cool. Yeah, or like mission groups. You hear about people going over and helping like build buildings or like teach people and help them. So, as you can hear, religious groups also can do a lot of really good things. So, now you kind of have a little bit of what I think is a more balanced perspective, which is amazing. So, as you're doing this, it's going to ask you basically what we just talked about. So you're going to put whether you think, like, what do you think the world would be like if there were no religions at all? It doesn't have to be super long, like a couple paragraphs. So we're talking like 10, 15 sentences tops. And that is the first assignment that I've added. So you still have the other stuff from last week. It's all just, I put it all in week 11 here, see?
Okay.
Because I thought that was more simple if it's just all together for you guys. And then we also have another one called What If It Never Happened? So during the party in Christmas Town, I want you guys to be on the lookout, or in real life, for particular objects or inventions that you rely heavily on. Like maybe you rely heavily on your phone. Maybe you rely heavily on electricity, or vacuum cleaners, or scissors, or a tire, like for cars, maybe heaters. Who knows? So I want you guys to think of an invention, anything you want, and then, well, maybe run it past me if you're not sure, because it sounds really complicated or confusing. And I want you to write me a small story about what life would be like without it. So the instructions are right on both assignments, but I thought I would just give you guys a few examples and run you down real quick. Any questions? Or they both sound pretty straightforward?
They sound really straightforward.
All right.
I understand it.
Did you say you do understand it or down?
I did.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah, like I said, I wasn't trying to give you guys anything like crazy hard over the break because I'm not a monster. But, you know, I wanted you guys to have some stuff to do. Okay, cool. Now let's get to prayers. Christmas prayers. Make them big ones, guys. We don't have very many classes left. So let's head on over to the prayer board. Oh, I'm sorry, Andrew. Oh, seriously, I hope you feel better.
Usually I get really sick during the winter,
Mm-hmm.
so pray that won't happen.
Okay, so let's pray that Angie gets better. Who else has one?
I have one.
Go ahead.
We're driving down to Kelowna on Thursday, so I hope the roads are good and not icy.
Okay, good. Yeah, let's definitely pray for everyone to have a Merry Christmas, preferably with their families if they can be. All right, wonderful, guys.
For a bit, so pray that he'd have a safe trip.
Let's definitely pray for a safe trip. Good. Thanks, guys. All right. Do we have someone who would like to pray for everyone? Since it's our last prayer session before the break.
Prayer requests, there's that Angie would get better.
You're sick, your dad, and Maddie's trip.
Okay.
And Gabriel? Well, thanks, Gabriel. Okay, go ahead, Elijah. I'll mute myself.
Great. Dear Lord, I pray that Maddie's trip would go well and that be really safe. And I pray that Andrea would get better really soon and that there'd be no more symptoms. And I pray that my dad would have a safe trip.
Thank you. Okay, guys, let's head over to Christmas Town.